Now the next is, once we have bucketed it, the next thing is risk response. You know what do you mean by risk response? Okay, I have identified 4 risks in my project. What next? After identifying, the next thing is we have to respond to the risk. Okay, when you respond to the risk, no, you may not be in a situation to stop the risk totally. Okay, the risk may still persist, but with a minor intensity. Are you getting this? What I'm telling? That is what we call as residual risk. Everyone got it? What I'm telling? The risk may exist with a minor intensity. That is what we call as residual risk. Okay. For example, I can tell our doctor, okay, when we undergo a surgery or something, the doctor would have recommended for painkillers. Okay, but the painkillers are the name only is painkiller. Okay, it will not literally kill the pain. The pain will be still there. Okay, but with minor intensity. Is that clear? So that is the meaning of residual risk. Okay, and then the doctor would have also told that, okay, too much consumption of this painkiller can affect your kidney, liver, etc. Okay, so in that case, that is what is a secondary risk. Are you getting the feel, guys, what I'm telling? Make sense? All of you? Okay. What is the residual risk and secondary risk? Clear, no? If you have any questions, raise hand, guys, quickly. And please come in the video. If possible, whomsoever possible, please continue in the video, guys. Only she turned on your video, but I think there is a lid there. Okay, it is totally black only. So others, guys, please quickly come in the video, all of you.
Vishal, can you just explain secondary risk once again?
Yeah. See, secondary risk means you did something. Okay, so as you deployed something to prevent something from happening. Okay, but that deployment, that action may result in something new problem. Exactly, that is what we call as secondary risk. For example, in this case, what I said, take this painkillers, your pain will reduce, doctor said. Okay, but too much consumption of this painkillers will result in damaging our kidney, liver. That also doctor said. So that is a secondary risk. Okay, so in any project, when we do exorbitantly in a high effort, no, it should not result in something new problem. Are you getting?
Yeah.
Makes sense? Yeah, that's it. Okay. So that is residual risk and secondary risk. Okay, please keep that in mind. Okay. Next, what I want to tell, okay, risk response strategies. Okay, see, risk response strategies means what? Whenever there is a risk, okay, how do we respond to that? I said no, risk identification is all about identifying new risk. Okay. And whenever we identify new risk, we don't stop there. Okay, we have to identify some responses also. Okay, we have to identify some responses also. Okay, so for negative risk, if you see here, there is escalate, avoid, transfer, mitigate, accept. And for positive risk, there is escalate, exploit, share, enhance, accept. Okay, but let me tell you, out of this escalate is common for both. If you see, accept is also common for both. Okay, but anyway, let me start with the left side one. Okay, see here. Okay, escalation. Negative risk. Everyone ready? So negative risk means what? You know? Yeah, it is a threat. So we have to somehow reduce it or prevent it from happening. Do you guys agree? Negative risk. Okay, so what we do, the first choice in front of us is escalate. Okay, but let me tell you, in corporate world, the word escalate is often misused. I think all of us know. We say no, oh, if you're not doing, I'm going to escalate it. Correct. Like that, this word has sounded, okay, these days. But let me tell you, the escalate word doesn't have such a hidden bad meaning like that. Escalate just means that taking to the next level. Okay, imagine we all are working here, we are doing something in our project level. Okay, but things are not getting resolved. So what will you do? You will just take the conversation to a higher orbit. That's all. One of us may be reaching out to a senior person. Sir, can you please guide us? We have been struggling in this problem since a long time. Can you please help me out of this? And then when someone reaches out, no, that is what is escalation. Is that clear? Make sense? So if there is a problem, we are seeking the help of senior management. You think like that. If you are seeking the help of senior management, sponsor, or sometimes client, that's what I would love to call as escalate. Clear, everyone? Now the next is avoid. Okay, Avoid means what? See, imagine this is what is the scope of the project. Okay, the scope of the project is like this. Understood? Something which is we are drawing effort. Okay, like it's to launch a car in 3 different countries. Okay, India, US, and in the prompt list we spoke about Ukraine, right? Ukraine. Okay, we are supposed to launch a car in 3 different countries: India, US, Ukraine. Okay, now what happens if there is a problem there only in Ukraine? Okay, then I will request my CEO, boss, can we just restrict our launch to India and US? Can we keep launch in Ukraine later? As you know, there is a situation is not good there. So what is the point in simply launching it? Can we cut Ukraine from the scope of the project? Like that, when I request, okay, and if that request gets approved, okay, then you can consider my response as avoid. Are you getting this? Cutting from the scope. Are you getting a feel, everyone? When you draw it from the project scope, you are trying to cut it. That is what we call as avoidance strategy. Okay, imagine in this batch, if one of you guys is very much scared of traveling in flight, you fear of flight crashes. Okay, you are very scared to travel in flight. So what is your strategy? You will try to avoid. Wherever possible, I will take train, I will take bus, I will take ship. That will be your stand. Is that clear, guys, everyone? That's all. Are you guys clear? What do you mean by risk avoidance? Please feel free to ask if you have any questions. Got it. Now, the next is transfer. Okay, where did I mention about transfer? Can you guys tell? Let me see how many of you remember. I mentioned about transfer some time back. Risk transfer. If you guys have noted down.
The insurance, third party, something like that.
Procurement.
Exactly, procurement. Okay, so in the procurement topic, I told you there are 2 risk transfer mechanisms. One is insurance, the other is procurement. Okay, and we already discussed about procurement, but we are not going to discuss about insurance. But what I want to tell you people is transfer means what? You are deciding to either offload that responsibility to a third party vendor, or you are only going to do it, but you will get it insured, so that if some mishappenings, okay, some accidents happen, no, you are not going to compensate for the whole loss. I'm talking from the financial point of view. Okay, so that is what is risk transfer. So what are the 2 transfer mechanisms? Procurement and insurance. But the point in transfer is it is still there in the scope. We are not cutting it. Are you getting? That particular thing is still there in the scope. We are not cutting it. For example, the same example, let's take, okay, India, US, Ukraine. Okay, my CEO is very adamant that no, we have to launch in all the 3 countries, like that he is telling. So what will I do? Okay, the CEO is very adamant. I tried initially to cut Ukraine from the scope. All of you understood? But he is very adamant. So what will happen now? I will try to hire some marketing agency, okay, who can go to Ukraine and launch it. I don't want to go. Okay, that is risk transfer. Is that clear? That's it. That's why we are transferring this. Okay, not to save our life, but are you getting something which I am not confident to do? I will get it from some third party company. Okay. Next is mitigate. Okay, mitigate means what? Any initiative from our side, either to reduce the probability or to reduce the impact, is called as mitigation. Is that clear? Any incident which you are doing, either to reduce the probability or reduce the impact, is called as mitigation. Make sense? So only when you mitigate, no, you end up in residual risk. Are you getting it now? Earlier Suhas asked me to explain secondary risk, residual risk. Only when you end up in, only when you do mitigation, you end up in residual risk, because the risk is still remaining with a minor intensity. Are you guys getting? I told the example of taking painkillers, wearing a helmet, wearing seat belt, everything is mitigation. Why? Can you assure that wearing a helmet will not have a head injury? It only reduces the intensity. Is that clear? And wearing seat belt, that also, are you sure that it will not have any injury on us? It will have, but the injury's impact will be reduced because you are wearing a seat belt. Mitigation. Make sense, guys, all of you? Please feel free to ask if you have any questions. Lastly, accept. Okay, guys. Accept means I would love to call it as do nothing. You know there is a risk, okay? But either you believe that the impact of the risk is very less, or the probability is very less, or intensity of the risk overall is very less, RPN number is very less. So what you do? You are not going to worry about it. Oh, no problem. Let it come, we will see. That sort of an attitude. Are you getting, guys? See, everywhere we have uncertainties in life, no, but we are not scared of everything. Okay, see, whenever a mosquito hits us, okay, will we think that, oh, it will cause malaria or something like that, dengue, something like that? No, right? We'll think, oh, okay. Why? Because the probability that something will happen is very less. Like that, we have a feeling. Are you getting this? That is what I would call risk acceptance. Do nothing. Okay. Now, I would say people started moving out, traveling in the when the COVID cases started dropping in many countries. Okay. Why? Because they started accepting that risk. What is the point in staying at home for a long time? Okay, we cannot do social distancing for a long time. We have to step out. Okay. Now, if COVID comes, we will see. Anyway, we have 1 dose of vaccination over. Okay, you are ready to accept that risk. Are you getting this? What I'm telling? But that is one case where you are taking it lightly. But there is another case also. Okay, when things are beyond your control. Okay, imagine. Have you heard the fight? If there is a war happening between a very powerful country and a poor country. Poor means military-wise poor country. Okay, so in that war, if the weak country is going to fight, continuing fighting, no. Ultimately, we will tell that they are accepting defeat. Okay, they are fighting, but they are accepting defeat. They accepted defeat like that. Why? Because they tried their level best, they couldn't. Make sense, guys? Again, are you getting my mindset? You couldn't do nothing. Do nothing, and you couldn't do nothing. Anything. Is that clear, guys? What I'm telling? That is what is accepting a risk. So, what you will do when you accept a risk, you put that in the watch list category. Do you remember I told it? You put that in the watch list category. That's it. Any questions, anyone? Please, quick, regarding how to deal with negative risk. Please try to let me know. All good. Okay. If all good, no, then I would love to move to the right side. The right side is talking about positive risk. Okay, ready, everyone? Positive risk is also called as opportunity. Okay. So on the screen, you can see different ways of how to respond to positive risk. Okay. The first is escalate. Okay. So escalate is the same thing, guys. Okay, I told no. Whenever you think rather than you going alone, you're ready to take it to the next level. For an opportunity, also we will do it. Is that clear? The classic example is whenever the sales or procurement people, okay, when they are going to find out a new client, a very rich client, okay, the junior sales staff, no, they will tell to their bosses, boss, can you also accompany? This is a very big deal. I don't want this opportunity to be missed. If you also join me, it will be great. Like that, junior sales people will tell. Are you getting my point, guys? That is what is escalate. For an opportunity, also we will not hesitate to escalate. Is that clear? If you accompany, it will be better. Like that. Makes sense. Then for now, please listen carefully, guys. I have to explain between exploit and enhance. These two are having only a thin line of difference. Please listen carefully. Okay, exploit, enhance. Please be in the video, guys. Please come on. All of you guys, please turn on your videos and please stay there in the video itself. Okay, we need the session to be interactive. Okay, that's fine. So let's start with exploit and enhance. Okay,